Thank you. So it's such a fun movie to watch. Was it as much fun to be on the other side of the
It must have
camera?
been if it was a fun movie.
Yeah.
Generally, if a movie looks like it was, no, if a movie turns out to be fun for the audience, it was probably fun to make. Probably.
And this was.
Yeah.
No, it was good fun to make. Yeah, we had a great time doing it. But we knew we didn't know Alan Arkin, who was the other one, but he turned out to be fantastic. We knew he was a great actor, but we didn't know, but his personality was all right. But we've known each other years. We worked together 6 times, but we knew each other before we ever worked together.
Yeah, long time.
Long time ago.
Yeah, and on top of the funny side, there was also so many like interesting aspects. Which one resonated most to you? What attracted you to?
Well, I think primarily we recognize, in large part, a lot of the angst of our youth. Situation where you have no money, no prospects, you're too old to start all over again, and there's no place to start all over again, and the system is really screwing you out of whatever you thought you were building for yourself. Yeah, you can get to that.
And I feel like it doesn't really matter how much money you have in your account. It's easy to sort of hold a grudge against banks. No, did you like that aspect as well about?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Well, banks keep doing it. They keep doing it. I saw it in the paper yesterday of banks charging £2.10 on a pound for overdrafts. I mean,
I read somewhere when the banks, the big houses,
yeah,
they don't make money. They create it.
yeah,
Yeah, it's like out of nothing.
What I never understood with banks is they say this bank lost $12 billion and the chief executive was given a raise of £12 million. And you go, why did he get a raise for that?
How does that
And you go,
compute?
you know, if we make a flop movie, our fee goes down. Or we don't get a job,
Yeah.
you know?
And what do you think about the saying, money doesn't buy happiness?
What do I think about the saying? Well, I think having money is happier than not having money. So maybe you can't buy happiness.
But you
But it
can't
can
sell
certainly-
happiness either.
Right. They can certainly provide it.
No, I mean, some people are happy sort of living in a caravan on a heath, you know, and with their children or whatever the hell, you know, you can find reasons of happiness for you. Most actors, you will find happiness is success. Otherwise, you wouldn't go into it. You don't want to go in and be an actor and be a failure. But I mean, in my social situation, you say, oh, well, you want to go in it and be a rich film star. It never occurred to me. In the time that I became an actor in England as a Cockney working class with a Cockney accent and everything, there was no way I was ever going to be famous or rich. I just became an actor to be the best actor I could possibly be.
And to kiss girls.
And to kiss girls, because they were in the drama class. All the pretty girls in my youth club were in the drama class, and I was in the basketball team, and I left the basketball team and joined the drama class, and then everybody said, "You're a sissy." I said, "I'm a sissy in a room with the beautiful girls, and you're up in a shower with a load of guys, and I'm the sissy."
I'm sure the accent helped as well for the girls.
Pardon?
I'm sure the accent also helped with the girls.
Accent?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, they all had the same accent.
the girls all
That's
talk
true
like me.
over
Yeah.
there.
It
That's
was
true.
the children in school.
I was 14, you know. I didn't know much about. I wasn't very good looking, and you know, there was some of the basketball players were better looking than me, but they were upstairs. It was great.
The fans wanted to know if you had a favorite movie or role in your impressive careers. I guess it's hard to pick, but do you have? Were they the ones that you expected to end up being milestones in your career?
Well,
Was it
the
the
first
movie that you
movie that I had a substantial part in was a picture called, don't tell me, I know.
What?
That first movie I was in, I was in a lot of movies before that, but this one I had a substantial part in. Street Smart is the name of the movie, and I played a pimp. And my career, actually, after that movie came out, my career slanted upward, and it's one of my favorites because of that. And another one, of course, was playing Mandela in Invictus.
Of course.
My one was a complete social and class thing in England, in as much as I was a Cockney, as I told you. I'm never going to get anywhere with my accent and I'm playing a Cockney. After 9 years in repertory theatre, I arrived in the West End, the Broadway, opening night of my play, and I was playing a Cockney, and there was a director in, and he asked me to come and audition to play a Cockney corporal in an army movie, and I went. And when I got there, he said, "I'm so very sorry, we've already cast that corporal." And as I was leaving, he said, "Can you do a posh accent?" And I said, "I can." And I did a posh accent, and they cast me as an officer in a movie called Zulu, which is my first big part. And
When
the
I
important
first saw
thing,
him.
and the important social thing about that is that director was Cy Enfield, who was an American. If it had been a British director, no, I promise you, no British director, even if he was a left-wing communist, would have cast me as an officer. I promise you.
Time and circumstance, see?
Yeah,
So,
see, timing. And also, we had the 60s. Timing. You know what I mean? Working class British became leads, black men became leads, all sorts of people became leads. And so it was one, and we had the writers. You know, I worked with an actor called David Barron. He said, "I'm giving up, I'm so fed up with this." He said, "I'm going to write plays under my real name." I said, "What's your real name, David?" He said, "Harold Pinter."
it's truth.
You can't make this stuff up, you know.